Hey, I'm Simon, and like many others, I played video games since I was a little kid. Only for me, it turned into an addiction that was making my life harder. Before I turned 15, I was playing video games a lot, but not so much to ruin my grades or affect other aspects of life. Then, my friends introduced me to one competitive online game. I'm not going to call it by name, but most of you will probably guess which one I'm talking about. We were playing together, talking through microphones, and it was a lot of fun, while working together as a team. Soon, my friends moved to other games, but I stuck with it. It wasn't just fun for me. It also was interesting to develop my skills in it. Honestly, I dreamed of turning into a professional gamer one day, and all my free time went to this. Basically, it felt like I was doing something useful. Before, games were just about having fun, the same as like watching a movie or reading a book, you know? But now, it felt like it was a lifestyle. I spent all my free time playing it, usually until morning. Of course, in school I was sleepy and exhausted, and even if I wasn't, I was thinking about the game all day, watching videos about it, reading news, and exploring new strategies for it. And then, as soon as I would come home, I would start playing it again. Usually, I would think that I would play a bit and then do my homework and chores. But then, it was 1 more hour, then 2, 3, 5, and then it's morning again. At this point, my grades seriously went down. And needless to say, my friends long have forgotten about me. Because I was obsessed with this one game. But I didn't mind. Because I was getting better at the game. And other stuff didn't matter. But it got worse. I started putting money into the game. I saved on lunch money, an overall allowance my parents gave me, and paid for stuff in the game. And they were purely cosmetic. They didn't even give me any advantage. My parents didn't notice at first because they worked a lot and didn't have time for it. This also allowed me even miss school in order to play sometimes. So all of it continued for at least half a year. I managed to study as much as it was needed not to fail completely. I was very nervous, angry, and rude during this time. I was arguing with other players in the game and insulted them. Funny thing is that I've seen players like that since the first day of playing the game, but I always laughed at them, thinking I would never come to the dark side like them. The same was happening in real life. Whole day at school, I was craving to go back to play the game, and got annoyed when someone tried to talk to me about their stupid, as it seemed to me back then, problems. When my grades became so bad I was failing, my parents finally caught on with what was happening and took my computer away from me. I was so mad. I tried to explain to them that it's worth it and you can make millions as a professional player, but they didn't listen. So I did the only reasonable thing I could in this situation. Started playing a cheap mobile knockoff of this game, but soon they took my phone away from me as well. I was even madder than previous time and refused to listen to them. But with time, I started to realize what kind of situation I was in. Before my addiction started, I was a good student. Not great, but good. Now, I was failing at almost every subject. Yeah, even gym class. Teachers explained to me and my parents that I either have to go to summer school or stay for a second year to even have a chance to pass my exams later. Realization of my screw-up was devastating for me. I felt like I had literally destroyed my chances for a good future, or going to college because of my stupid and unrealistic dream of becoming a professional gamer. Because in reality, only one person out of several thousands has a chance of becoming a pro. I watched multiple videos and read articles from older guys who had the same problem, and their lives were miserable. I decided to devote my entire summer to studying, and although it was sad and hard for me, I barely managed to recover for the next year. My parents were very understanding, and got me my computer and phone back as soon as they saw that I was working hard on correcting my mistakes. So now I'm kind of okay. It's still hard to study and prepare for exams, but at least I stopped ruining my chances while I still could. I don't think that video games are bad, and I hope I will be able to get back to playing them when my situation is better. Not like last year, but like before, when I had played games for just a few hours every other day. Until then, I have to keep away from them. Please share this video so other people with the same problem would see it and change before it's too late. And if you already have the same problem, share it in the comments.